Hello there, and welcome to Slay the Spire. Because I ran a poll on Twitter, and you're like, yo, you should play Slay the Spire. And I'm like, okay, fine, I guess I'll play Slay the Spire. So, that's what we're doing. If you were here for Sunday's stream, and you remember seeing the phone camera was on the left side of my computer screen, so it looked like when I was looking at the game, I was actually looking off to the side. That's changed now. I've moved it back. I didn't like where it was. So it's now on the right side again, and now when I look at the game, it looks like I'm looking at the game, and when I look at chat, it looks like I'm looking at chat. There we go. Alright. So that's one change. Another change is... well, not change. Soon, maybe you'll order it tonight, I don't know, but soon, I do want to get a ring light. I'm kind of sick of this setup for late night streaming and whatnot. I'm not satisfied with the tracking even slightly, so I'm thinking if I got a ring light, that might improve things a whole lot, so I'm gonna look into that. So this may or may not be the last late night stream where you have to see me with this imperfect tracking, let's say. It's fine. I just wouldn't like it to be this way all the time. Anyway, look at that. Playtime 248. 90.1%. What does that mean? 90.1? Card library. Hello. I got every single card. I got every single card. It's just really confusing me. Like 90.1? Is it the curses? Okay, yeah, there's this unknown curse. I think I've heard that this curse you can get from if you play endless mode, and that's something I've never done. Then relics. There's some relics I don't know. Hello, Sabrina. I think I've got all the relics. And potions. Yeah, I really have no idea why it says 90.1. Is it just that one curse? Who knows? Anyway, we're gonna play. So, I don't know, should I do standard? Should I do endless mode? Let's do endless mode. Sure, okay. So achievements are off. You know what? We're gonna do endless mode with Ironclad. Ironclad's my favorite. Ascension 0 is gonna be like too easy. Hang on. Normal enemies, elites are deadlier, bosses are deadlier, heal less. You know what? We're gonna do Ascension level 10. Just because I want to. Also, come back, Vtuber Studio. Where'd you fuck off to? Why did my tracking stop? Come back here. Well, while we wait for the tracking to come back, yeah, level 10 is where we're gonna start. Hello. Yeah, Seriously, where'd the tracking go? Like, my phone's plugged in. The app is open. The VTube Studio is open. You know what? I'm gonna close VTube Studio and try and reopening it. Maybe that'll fix the issue. Come on. You know you want to. My computer is chugging. I really... Yeah, go away. I really incredibly fucking want... Like... Oh my god, no, the tracking is just gone. The phone. Oh, there we go. The tracking is finally back. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to when I finally go back home and I finally have my desktop again, because that shouldn't chug nearly as much. Let me tell you, when I open OBS on this laptop, my disk immediately peaks at 100. I don't know what it is. Is it like this thing doesn't have enough RAM? Is it that it's old? It's not that old. It's only like 2 years old at this point. But like, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it really likes to chug. So anyway, we've got the curses. Modifiers. Daily mods. Oh yeah, these are like the things. Endless, there we go. Winning will return you to Act 1 with the same deck, but beware the blight eventually consumes all. Interesting. What does that mean? You know what, I'm not going to bother with any of these other modifiers. I'm just going to go with this endless mode. There's our seed. Time for a challenge. Granted. Okay, so... where do we want to go? Well, we want to take... It's been a while since I played Slay the Spire, by the way. There's 3 elites that direction. Let's go for the 3 elites, I think. Yeah, and if we go this way, we can get a question mark. Elite fireplace. Perfect. Start with you. Alright, so we've got slimes. This is gonna be easy. Just kill the first slime. Then... I want to bat... Yeah, okay. We'll take a little bit of damage. It's fine. We'll heal it off. We've got our Burning Blood Relic. That's the idea of the Ironclad, is you can just kind of go aggressive. I do like when I net positive on health, though, and that's not going to be the case this fight. This is fine. Okay, first pick. I like... all these are interesting, but also kind of weak in different ways. You know, Wild Strike... Okay, I will say Wild Strike is like... it's awful unless you have the right setup, or unless you're actually killing your enemies fast. Thunderclap is kind of well-rounded. It's weak on its own. Like, 4 damage is basically nothing. 1 vulnerable to all enemies, though. So it can either have an enemy who's already vulnerable, makes it vulnerable for an extra turn, or it can remove artifact from a whole bunch of enemies. Say we go up against sentries in one of our elite fights. Yeah, let's take Thunderclap. On to the question mark. Ooh, remove, transform, or upgrade. So normally I always just go for upgrade. But I'm considering one of these two. Remove is just fine for getting rid of one of our bad cards. Transform is basically the same as removal, but you're getting another card in its place. So I'm gonna do that. What do I want to transform? A strike or a defend? Transform a strike. Heavy blade. Okay. Not the best, could be worse. Okay. I am considering Searing Blow and just upgrade every single chance we get. That's too hilarious not to do. Got a cultist. But yeah, also the thing with Heavy Blade, unless we've got a way to get strength, it's not gonna do much for us. Alright, gonna take a hit here. So I can apply vulnerable, and then bash. How far away is this elite? Okay, 2 rooms away. If I vulnerable then bash, that's 12 damage, 16, not nearly enough to kill. So I think I want to bash and defend, preserve my health for just a little bit. Actually, I should have looked at the rest of my deck. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Here's our kill. I'm tempted to just skip. So, Clash is awful. It's just a terrible card, especially in late Ascensions when you've got the Ascender's Bane. Heavy Blade would be fine if we had any way to get strength. Right now, all it is slightly better than playing 2 strikes. Warcry. Okay, the thing about Warcry, taking it is essentially free. It doesn't make your deck any thinner or thicker. It's just the same, but it can kind of fix your hand if you don't like what you got. Hello, Monbun, and thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Yeah, so normally Warcry is slightly better than not having Warcry. There's one reason I'm not going to take it, and that's because what if our upcoming elite is Gremlin Nob? Having more skills in the deck makes Gremlin Nob stronger, and in that case, Warcry is a dead card. Like, just do not play it at all against Gremlin Nob, so I'm gonna skip. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. I probably shouldn't. This might just be my own hubris getting to me here, but I really want to get Searing Blow as significant to this deck as possible. I'll take the hit. Ow. Okay, Elite time. Okay, it's Legovulin, the one that I actually wasn't planning for. I had a plan for Sentries, and I had a plan for Gremlin Knob, but I did not have a plan for Legovulin. Okay, so... good news is... Bash will not wake him up. It'll apply Vulnerable, and we have a slightly higher than 50% chance of drawing Heavy Blade next turn. That'll be a good start to this fight. So let's hope luck is on our side. Come on, draw that Heavy Blade. We drew it. Awesome. Okay, so Heavy Blade into Strike. He is awake. Now the plan is just survive. We don't have any defensive cards at all. We didn't get any. No, we didn't. Fine. Okay. We might lose this run immediately. Because he's only down to slightly over half health now, and all of a sudden, we're already at -1 across the board. I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, I'm gonna die. Good news is next turn we can go all out. And hope we draw like Heavy Blade or something. That's Bash. That's not good enough. We've lost. Oof. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself with that run. We're gonna try again. Custom run. Put you on Ascension 10. And Endless mode. Alright, embark again. Alright, again. Where can I get the most elites? Oh, that is 4 elites in a row. Let's go. Bash. Defend. Yeah, like, again, you can be positive with, you can be aggressive with the Ironclad. You just have to be a little careful. Like, you still have to be careful, because while you do heal, you want to be making net positives with your healing. Okay, so we can't kill you. I want to do a full block, but that's kind of a waste of a vulnerable, isn't it? And let's say, well, next turn we draw like what? Bash, strike, defend. Okay, here's the thing. It's not ideal, but the faster this thing dies, the less damage we're gonna take. And I think that's a common philosophy for the big Slay the Spire players, right? Oh, I love Rampage. Yes, please. Yes, I think that's a common philosophy for a lot of Slay the Spire players, is if you kill your opponent fast enough, that's all that matters. You don't care about, like, oh, you're taking a bunch of damage, because here's the thing, if you're not blocking on a turn that you're taking a bunch of damage, you're spending your resources to kill your enemy faster, and so now, instead of taking a bunch of damage 2 turns in a row, you're now taking a bunch of damage 1 turn in a row. So yeah, that's why the common phrase is like strike is a block card or something like that. Like damage cards are block cards because you're saving yourself from dying. So what are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna take a slight hit, but that's fine. A little bit of pain, okay. Okay, hang on. Now, I think the most efficient way to do this is strike, strike, then rampage. Okay, we should be able to kill this turn, and here we're making a net positive. So there we go. All right, now what? Drop kick, dark embrace, clash. So I like drop kick. I was thinking earlier today, as I was out on a walk to go get food, I have never had a proper infinite combo in Slay the Spire. I have like 1,000 hours in this game, and not once have I ever had an infinite combo. And I'm not really sure how people pull it off. I know it requires you to be able to draw cards, so like Dropkick is a card that on its own could present an infinite combo if you somehow exhausted every single other card in your deck and you have a way to apply vulnerable, then your enemy is just vulnerable, and then you Dropkick, 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 and then it's dead. But how do you do the first part of that? How do you get rid of every other card in your deck? I've gotten close, but I have not pulled an infinite combo. But we're gonna get Dropkick. I don't think we're gonna get an infinite this run either. But it's still a decent card. It's free. If we can get more ways to apply vulnerable, that'd be great. I want to give Rampage as much love as I can, though. Like, I want to do everything I can to make Rampage work. I will take that trap, and I'll take the damage. Okay, going into hallway fight. Sadly, I don't have one more energy to play with, because I would really love to strike, kill you, and then bash on you. That I can't do, so I'll just do that, I guess. Okay. Rampage. We're gonna defend. Because I still want to be making net positive, if at all possible. God damn it, I was hoping I'd draw... Oh yeah, Bash was in my striking hand, wasn't it? Well... I should have played aggressively that turn. Now we're... getting a negative, although Fire Potion helps. Okay, so what do we want? Cleave, Reckless Charge, or Heavy Blade? I don't want Reckless Charge. That makes Rampage a whole lot worse. Heavy Blade would be fine, but currently we have no way to increase strength, and I don't like taking cards in the hopes that I'll eventually draw something that helps it. I'd rather just have a guarantee. Cleave is perfect. It is the first AoE card. Okay, not so great against Gremlin Knob, but still. Okay, now, just play aggressively as possible, and do not forget we've got this fire potion. Rampage, cleave. Okay, we're 10 damage short from the fire potion killing, so we are taking a bit of damage. But here we go. Fire potion. There. Ooh, Mercury Hourglass is a good relic. Okay, body slam, clothesline, shrug it off. I'm gonna take shrug it off for two reasons. Number one, it's good to have solid defense on top of having solid offense. And number two, it draws us a card, which means we're one step closer to redrawing our Rampage. So take shrug it off. Now, fireplace into an elite, and we're slightly below half health. We've got 3 elites to go. Our final boss, though, is Hexaghost. So if we can take a lot of damage and not die before we reach the final boss, that'll be good. I want a smith. I really want to upgrade Rampage, but here's the thing. I think I need to upgrade Cleave or Bash. Because, yeah, here's the thing. The meme side of me says, oh, upgrade Rampage because I love Rampage, and if I can redraw Rampage, then that's 1 energy for 16 damage, which is great. But Cleave, especially against AoE enemies, especially since we got 3 more elites to go, and one of them is most likely going to be sentries, Cleave plus is good. And then Bash. That 1 extra turn of vulnerable is very important. Shrug it off is fine. Like 3 more block is okay. But like, think again. Defend also gets 3 block when you upgrade it. I'm gonna take Cleave, I think. Although, hang on. Let's do the math here. Cleave against a vulnerable enemy does how much? Well, that doesn't really matter because that's only against 1 enemy. Bash, we can only bash 1 enemy at a time. The other enemies are gonna still take the 8. If we upgrade Cleave, though, it deals bonus damage to everyone. If we upgrade Bash, it only deals bonus damage to 1 guy. So I'm gonna upgrade Cleave. And into... oh, look at that, sentries. I made the right move. Okay. Unfortunately, Rampage is not going to do so well for us here. But here's what we're going to do. Let's go for the front enemy. Take some hits. It's good to have Mercury Hourglass in this fight. Okay. We are 1 short from killing. Shrug it off. Defend and Cleave. We're gonna take a little bit of damage here. This is fine. Okay, Bash kind of sucks here. I'm glad I didn't upgrade Bash because that wouldn't really do anything for me in this fight. Let's just kill you and defend. Well, there's nothing else we can do. Awesome. And you're dead. Okay. Ooh, the courier. And a blood potion. Hell yes. Ooh, this is good. So corruption really helps us with our rampage plan. And corruption is just like the best card ever. Because, like, okay, sure, you're spending an entire turn just to play corruption. But think, first of all, you still get to play the skills in your hand after you play corruption. And second of all, now you can focus entirely on going on the offensive. So I'm very tempted to take corruption, and it removes cards from our deck, which means we'll be drawing rampage faster. On the other hand, looking at how low our health is, Reaper could be really good. I like having a healing card. So yeah, this is a tough one. Well, remember, the faster you can kill an enemy, the less damage you take. So, Rampage, Reaper I mean, think of it this way, Reaper, only 4 damage, not that much. Corruption lets me survive the turn that I played, assuming I've got a bunch of like defense or something, and then the turn after, I can just go all ham and play super aggressively. So that's what I'm gonna take. What's our chest? Matryoshka. Okay. I do want to upgrade it, but I don't think I can justify it. I think I'd like the healing more. Oh, it's you again. Okay. I'm really tempted to just rampage. But this is our free turn to just play corruption. I'm gonna do that, I think. Doesn't feel great, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Well, the easy part is playing aggressively. Hard part is the defense. I think I just play them, right? Like, the problem is, in the long run, he's gonna get stronger and stronger the more skills that I play. But it does get them out of my deck. And we're gonna be playing aggressively anyway, because we want him as dead as possible as soon as possible. So if I can deal a bunch of damage to him... Ooh, strawberry, nice pick. Rampage, Whirlwind, and Clash. Clash gets slightly better when you have corruption in the deck. There's just one problem in that we still have Ascender's Bane. Whirlwind, however. I'm tempted to take Whirlwind. Ooh, purple fire spirits. Hello, Haru. I don't want to get rid of corruption. I want to give them a gold card, but like, corruption's just too important. Maybe I get rid of Dropkick. We don't have enough vulnerable cards, Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of dropkick. That's a full heal at the very least. Frankly, I should have gotten rid of the strike, right? Though they would have just ignored me. Okay, last elite before the boss. So I got bad news and good news. The bad news is this is Lagavulin. The good news is we're going to take a lot of damage before going into the boss. Alright, you know what, I'll just leave that. Let's hope I draw my Bash or Corruption. Either one is fine. Okay, I'll take the Corruption. Also, yeah, Bash would have woken him up, is the thing, because, yeah. Alright. Here's the turn where we have to go, so... There's that. Yeah, just... I mean, the plan is just play aggressively, right? That's why you take Corruption. So that you can play aggressively. Pain. Okay, cleave. Strike and whirlwind. Okay. The funny thing is, I'm tempted to let him hit me. Just so that I can be a little bit weaker before going into Hexaghost. We could probably kill him the turn after, right? You know, I'll bash and take the hit. Okay. And yeah, he's dead. Okay, Happy Flower. Ooh, Entropic Brew, especially when... Okay. Okay, this is interesting. All of these are good in their own right. Brutality gives us card draw so that we can get closer to drawing a Rampage. Power Through is a really good survivability card. The downside being it adds the wounds into your hand, obviously. And then Flex is particularly good with Whirlwind and Cleave, especially with Whirlwind. But I think I'm gonna take Brutality. And over here, we've got Gremlins. Okay, so... Don't forget our Entropic Brew. Okay, interesting stuff. I'll take the Brutality and the Corruption, shrug it off, and defend. We'll take 2 damage, that's fine. Okay. So who are we gonna go for? It's the Wizard, right? I think we're gonna go for the Wizard first. Play some more block cards. Now I really don't like the Fat Gremlins because they keep weakening us. Here we go. Whirlwind and Cleave. Ooh. That's just everyone dead. Right there. Everyone is now dead. Block potion. I'll take a block potion over skill, I think. We've got a combo. It's not an infinite combo. An infinite combo is where you can kill your enemy in the turn that you do the thing, but with Brutality and Rupture, that's just... No! Fuck! Hang on. Can I close? I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was clicking on the I thought I was clicking on Smith. Okay. Honestly, Spire, please respond. I'm trying to do the cheese where you just... Oh shit, the game crashed. I'm trying to do the cheese where you, like, close the game and then reopen it, and that saves you from your dumb, horrible mistake. Come on. Please, please, please. Okay, okay. Game is working. Let me try this over again. It's capturing fine. Continue. Please let me Smith. Okay, Smith. That's what I want. Okay, so what do we do? There's a lot of things I want to do. Upgrade Corruption. Gives us 1 spare energy. Brutality is innate. And Rupture is... I think it's gotta be the Brutality, right? Or it's gotta be one of these two. The 1 extra energy could be very useful in giving us the ability to, like, you know, play, like, say, a Rupture or a Rampage. Like, if we draw a card off a Shrug Off after playing Corruption, that gives us 1 energy to play the card that we draw, unless the card is Bash. But being able to have Brutality in our starting hand every single time kinda guarantees Rupture as being very useful. I think it's gonna be the Corruption now. The 1 extra energy is kind of important. Okay, Hexaghost time. Well, and there we go. Corruption into Strike. Now, maybe playing Corruption this early against Hexaghost was a bad idea, because if we can't kill him fast enough, then we're just gonna have nothing to block with. Though we do have our potions, don't forget that. Now, we don't play Whirlwind because that will lose us out on 2 damage. Okay, ooh, hello. Brutality into Rupture. And then Bash and Strike. Yeah, we'll just end the turn. Gonna take a bit of hurt, but it's fine. Defend, Rampage, Strike and Whirlwind. Yeah, this big hurts, big pain. Ouch. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What am I talking about? I'm fine, right? Defend, just... yeah. And then Bash. Getting it closer to dead. Okay. Now, yeah, here's the problem. We have no more block cards in the entire deck. None. 0. And we can't kill you either. So, we drink the block potion. Pain. Super pain. And now... the question is, do we bash into Whirlwind? Do we strike? what do we do? Because I can bash and do that. I need to do the math here. Would the 2 energy be enough for us to not die, or do I have to use Heart of Iron? So a strike alone does 16. Yeah, okay. So 2 energy would be enough. Okay. That was a close one. Like I said, it was a very risky move of me to do that. Oh, and look, here we are. Fiend Fire, Bludgeon, Exhume. So Fiend Fire is kinda interesting. Like, well, I like all of these. Ooh, I like all of these. There's one problem with the cursed key, is that it gives you curses, but it's guaranteed 1 extra energy. Empty Cage can thin out our deck a bit more, help us draw like our Corruption, our Fiend Fire, our Brutality and Rupture. And Slaver's Collar is just kind of a freebie where bosses and elites we get more energy. Kinda want to take Cursed Key, although do keep in mind we do have Happy Flower, so every 3 turns we do get a free energy. So maybe with that in mind, we'll take... we'll take the Empty Cage. Get rid of a couple strikes. We don't want to get rid of our defense, because they are a one-time use now. Now here, what's the most elites? We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so no matter where we go, we're gonna face 3 elites. In which case, what are the other benefits? What about chests and fireplaces? And potentially shops. We got a lot of money. So here's... There's not a guaranteed fireplace between you. There's one between you and a chest. There's a chest no matter where I go, though. We could get a shop if we go for you. But we can also get a shop if we go for you. Okay, so I think I'm liking this route. Because we go shop, fireplace elite, chest, elite. But what about the other route? Let's see, if we go... Let's start here. Couple question marks, then elite, into chest, shop, fireplace elite. I'll be honest, I kind of like the sound of this one a little bit better. And it's birds as our start, okay. I'm gonna shrug it off. Draw corruption, nice. So we can defend and rampage you, I guess. Okay, brutality. Cleave and double defend. Oh yeah, we're taking a bit of damage. Birds fucking hurt. Okay, Whirlwind would not be a kill, but it would knock them all down. That does mean we don't get to play Rupture though, but I don't think that really matters. Because then we just draw basically any AoE attack and this fight is over. And they're all stunned. Oh, and also don't forget we do have Hourglass. Okay, here we go. Cleave. Fire Potion, nice. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so Perfected Strike would be awful for us, because we're trying to remove cards from our deck. Flex would be okay. Flex does mean Whirlwind and Cleave get a lot better. Or Thunderclap. Yeah, I'm gonna take Thunderclap, especially since it's already upgraded. And it's you, asshole. Okay. I am actually very tempted to just Fiend Fire you. Because here's the thing. How badly do I need any of these cards? Whirlwind is awful against a single enemy. It's literally just Worst Strike. With the exception of if you have a bunch of extra energy to play around with. Bash is kind of fine, but especially since you've got artifacts, it kind of is awful. And then Strike can just take you down. Like, and then defend. So yeah, I'm just gonna Fiend Fire. Get rid of all these bad cards. And we're 9 away from being able to kill you with a Fire Potion. This is fine, and yeah, I think that was the right move. Okay, so shrug it off. What do we do? Chances of us drawing Brutality next turn are iffy. I do know that I want to defend. I think I Rampage. Yeah. Start getting that better. Okay, here's the pain. At this point, I am just gonna drink Heart of Iron, unless... No, there's no way we can kill it. We only have one attack card. Okay, so let's Brutality. I'm actually going to play this defend using regular energy, so we still have it in the deck, just in case we do need the extra blocking power against him later. And then Corruption, get rid of you, Strike. Pain. This is only... How early? Yeah, this is only Hallway Fight 2 on Act 2, and we are already in so much incredible pain. Okay, here we go. Let's just shrug it off, see what we draw. You're dead. Shockwave Plus with Corruption is insane. So yeah, I'm taking that. It's the fucking plant. Oh, we're gonna die. Okay, I want to use the power potion. The problem is, I don't know. Is that me being too panicky? I'm gonna start out with just a corruption into play as many defend cards as possible and rampage. Okay, now he's gonna deal 24. We've got block 18, so we're taking how much? A power potion isn't going to give us any block. Oh, it might. Let's see. Okay, corruption is literally useless. Barricade. It would be fine if I could guarantee that we're gonna have any leftover block after our turn, and I can't guarantee that. But then evolve, like... We have no status cards, no way to give ourselves status cards. Does Snake Plant give you status cards as one of its moves? I don't remember. I know he debuffs you. He's got his big attack, he's got his debuff. He might. If he did, what would it be? I don't think he does, because nothing makes sense. Like, sliming us wouldn't make sense for the Snake Plant. Void definitely wouldn't make sense. Dazed doesn't really make sense either. I guess you could make the argument that, like, Spores kind of make you hazy a bit, but, eh. And then there's Wound, which maybe would make sense for him to do, but I don't think he does. Yeah, I'm not seeing him giving us any status cards, so I'd say Barricade has the highest probability of being valuable to us. I don't think it will be, but it has the highest probability of doing so. Okay, Shockwave. Yeah, we can just play everything. And this turn's gonna hurt. Wow, down to 15. Well, here's our stuff. Come at me, bro. Infusing spores, okay. Okay. Rampage. And Fiendfire. Yeah, okay. Ooh. All of these are good. We already have Rupture. But Chemokinesis is really good with Rupture, and it's just a solid damage card all on its own. Yes, you lose 2 hit points, but you're trading 2 hit points for however much hit points you would take for that 1 extra turn that you're taking to kill the enemy that you're doing by not spending 1 energy to deal 20 damage. So there is that. Chemokinesis is... Also, keep in mind, Chemokinesis is an entire fire potion. But Battle Trance draws us cards. Let's say we have Fiendfire in our hand. That could give us 3 extra cards to be Fiendfiring. But then... Yeah. This is such a hard pick. It's one of these two. Chemokinesis. I'm nervous about how low our health is. So definitely when we hit up a fireplace, we are gonna have to heal. So what's the better option? Because Battle Trance can draw us into more block cards, so our corruption will save us. And Chemokinesis is just kind of a guaranteed rate. Let's think of it in terms of damage. Is 1 energy for 20 damage. What can Battle Trance draw us? Nothing better than 1 energy 20 damage, right? It can draw us closer to Rampage. But at this point, with our deck being like 20 cards, if we're redrawing Rampage, the fight is going on too long. So I think Chemokinesis is the right pick. Ooh. This is interesting. Apparition, huh? The thing that sucks about this is it makes our deck thicker, meaning it's less likely that we draw any of the cards that we want. Apparitions are so good. Let's do it. Okay, so we got Cultist and Chosen. No corruption. But what we can do is Shockwave. I'd really like to be able to... Hang on. Okay, yeah, no, we would not be able to kill you in a million years. Unless... No. Yeah, no. But what we can do is that. We are taking a bit. Okay, this is fine. Corruption. Do I even dare play Brutality with our health so low? I don't think I do. Yeah. Like, even if we can kill him within 10 turns, we're still sacrificing, like, way too much health with so little that we have. And Apparition doesn't really help us with that. Okay, this is good though. Just play all of those. 2 damage short from being able to use Fire Potion to kill you. Damn. I'm just gonna see if I can kill him. Because even though it'll take a while, if I can guaranteed kill him without taking any more damage, that would be ideal, and I can save the Fire Potion. Okay. Pommel Strike. Yeah, draws us 2 cards. Gremlins, huh? This is a risky move, but this is what we're gonna do. Brutality, Rupture, Shockwave. And I'm going to kill you. Okay, we have 11 turns to kill you and take no damage doing so. This is not gonna happen. Dexterity. Give us survivability. You're already vulnerable. That's 12 damage per card. You'd be exhausting 3 cards. Well, playing Cleave first is better. Now we're only exhausting 2 cards. Still 12 damage per card. Yeah, no, we can't kill you. So this is what we're gonna do. We are technically not dead. We have one more turn to kill him. We have to kill him this turn. That's not gonna happen. Not at all. Yep. We are dead. Don't ever give up. And yeah. Damn. Well, it's not easy. Like, I may be on Ascension 19 with Ironclad, but that doesn't mean that playing on Ascension 10 with Ironclad is guaranteed to be easy, because it's very much not. I've been going for an hour. I don't really want to end the stream after an hour. Let's see. I'm debating. So, chat, if anyone is here in chat listening, I want... I'm gonna just raise your hand or type in chat or whatever. Do you want to either, number one, see me attempt another run at Slay the Spire, or number two, should I switch over to Duel Links and play some Duel Links, because I'm kind of addicted to Duel Links. So yeah, what do you want to see? Another run of this or some Duel Links? Just let me know what you think. That is fair, Sabrina. Which would you prefer? Duel Links or one more run of Slay the Spire? Like, okay, if I did switch over to Duel Links, it'd feel kind of weird because, like, the title of the stream is Slaying Spires for Spire Slayers. So if people came over to Slay the Spire stream and were like, why am I playing Duel Links? Okay, Sabrina says Duel Links, we'll switch over to Duel Links, that's fine. Let me change the stream info while we wait for that to boot up. computer is very slow. Duel Links. Links, come on. There it is. Alright, so stream info should be updated. Momentarily, it still says updating. There it is, updated successfully. Okay, so that is now a thing. Let me move this over. Maybe I should change the stream title, but There's Duel Links. That is true, I could change the title to that. Let's just send out a tweet. If Twitter's gonna take a million years to load. But hopefully, look at all those spinny circles. None of you are seeing what I'm seeing, but like, yeah. Okay. Come on. You can do it, computer. I know you're chugging along. Alright, here we go. Quote tweet. This is so fucking slow. Okay. Okay, send tweet. There we go, tweet was sent. Good. I can close that tab and over to Duel Links. You're not going to hear any sound because I like to play Duel Links without sound because the sound to me is obnoxious. Okay. So. We could play ranked duels. I haven't played those in a while. So, here's what I'm up to. Okay, so first of all, there's an event going on right now in Duel Links. Right over here in Zexel, we've got the Rio event. Now, I've already unlocked Rio, but it's still a pretty cool event. You know, you got stuff and things. So I guess I'm just gonna duel you to start with. We'll duel Rio. Oh, she's level 40 here. And I will use my Noble Knights deck. I've been really enjoying Noble Knights. Like, I see all the ways that this deck can get so much better if I just get more copies of certain cards. But as it is, it's still a pretty solid and fairly consistent deck. Okay, this is a brick hand. No, it's not. We could win with this hand. Yeah, never mind. No, we've won. Here's how this works. I think we won. Merlin. Tribute Merlin. Grab Noble Knight Medrop. Doesn't really matter if he's attack or not. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Equip him with Noble Arms Vtuber. And now he's a level 5 Dark with an ability. But first, we're gonna activate this effect. Destroy... I'm gonna get rid of the spell card. The spell card could probably mess with us. Okay, looks like it wasn't a card that could mess with us, but it's better safe than sorry. Now we activate you. Grab Noble Knight Boars. We have to destroy our Vtuber. That's fine, because then we can activate it and re-equip it to Boars. And now we can activate this, get rid of that card. Now we activate you, grab... So here's what we want. We want Gallatin and Caliburn, and then Guinevere. It does not matter which card ends up in our hand. Okay, Gallatin ended up in our hand. Now, we equip you with Gallatin. Activate our skill, because now we've got 2 or more monsters with the same level. So now for the rest of the turn, any Zix monsters that we summon, or any Zix monsters that we control, I should say, will have an extra 500 attack. Okay, now we can summon Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorigus, because he requires 2 level 5 Noble Knights. Alright, we've got you. Now we want to equip Gallatin and our... No, not our Vtuber, we want Caliburn. It doesn't really matter if we activate. I'm gonna say no. Then activate Caliburn, because why not? Now... Oh yeah, I hate how this works, because I have 3 spell slots, 2 of which are being used. If I wanted to play Glory of the Noble Knights, it would use this spell slot, and then I could not put an equip spell into a spell slot because I'm all out of spell slots. It's so annoying how Yu-Gi-Oh does that. In which case, I will go ahead and equip Gwen from the graveyard, and now we attack and win. And that is how you win with Noble Knights. It's as simple as that. Just win. Easy. Also, there's no sound effects. Like I said, no sound whatsoever. And we got our little penguin soldier. Nice. Come on, what do we get? Gems. Ooh, gems are coming up. Alright. And now, we will fight you. With Noble Knights again. Okay. So this is not a first turn win hand, unless we draw exactly what I need. We did not. This is fine though. So we go with plan B then, which is summon Noble Knights Brothers, activate the summon effect. We can now summon up to 2 more Noble Knights, so we'll summon Boars. And summon Spearholder. And now I'm going to first activate Spear Holder just to get us another equipment. I guess I'll take Gallatin. And now, yeah, sure, we'll activate our skill. Sadly, we're not going to get to use Boars because we're going to have to special summon Artorigus with our 2 level 4s. So now we've got Artorigus. And now... Okay, if I want to use Glory of the Noble Knights, I have to use it now. But what other card could I get? I could get the one that protects it? Yeah... Yeah, that's the plan. We want to protect you for another turn if we can, so grab Noble Arms of Destiny. And I just equip you with literally everything. So if they didn't have a monster, this would be a win. But even so, we're attacking for 4k. Now, what do you got? What are we gonna draw? Pelennor. I mean, this is a win. I'm going to attack with the biggest thing first, just to ensure that this thing dies. And now we attack with you, and you're dead. And that's how you do it. Noble Knights is such a fun deck. Got some onions for our trouble. Go away Dropbox notification, I don't care. Okay, now what else do we want to do? Well, I want to show off something first. Let's head over to... What's this world called? It's got a name. DM. I don't know what DM stands for, but we're in DM. I want to show off the deck that I've been working on recently. Arrow Mages. So Arrow Mage is a budget deck that Ian told me about a while back, and I decided to start building it because it's got a lot of commons and rares. Some special rares, only one ultra rare. There's still one special rare that I'm trying to pull for, and once I finally do, I will have everything that I need for this deck list. But even without that one card, it's still a pretty comprehensive deck. By the way, the card that I'm talking about is Humid Winds. Here it is. I just need the one copy of Humid Winds. Continuous Trap. I can pay 1,000 life points to add one aroma monster from my deck to my hand. And if my life points are lower than my opponent's, I can gain 500 life points. I can only use each effect once per turn. I need another copy of this. Where does it come from? Fortress of Gears. It's a mini box.
I love you 3000.
I love you too, Sabrina. It's a mini box. Which means this box has 90 packs in it. I have pulled all but 4 packs, and I still have not pulled Human Wins. I've pulled everything else. I've pulled all the ultra rares. Like, I've got Machina Fortress, I've got Vision Hero Ferris, I've got Ballista Squad, and I've pulled every other super rare in the entire box, except for Human Wins. It's just fucking insulting, and I swear to God, if the last pack is the one with Human Wins in it, I am gonna flip. And that $1 purchase of 3 packs and 1 super rare is so tempting. But that's how they get you. So instead, what I'm gonna do, just minimize. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just play and show off this deck how this works. Okay, we're gonna play against the Vagabond. Let me show you how Air Mages works. Air Mage is a control deck. It's a budget control deck because it has a lot of low rarity cards, and all of them come from the same box. I have noticed though that it can brick, and this is a kind of bricky hand. Let's see what we can do. So we can set Dried Winds and play Aroma Garden. That is our spell card. That is our field spell, I mean. Now, what do we do? Because we've got our 2 tuner cards for summoning Aromaze Therapy, Rosemary. I just noticed it's Aromaze, not Aeromage. These are Aeromages. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. I guess you can be special summoned from the graveyard. So I'm just gonna set you and pass. And now we literally just hope that we draw any kind of Air Mage card, and then we should be fine. Okay, looks like we're playing against Blue Eyes. So let them do their Blue Eyes shit. No! Fuck you! Fucking you. Oh my god. Can I just get... What do you do? This card is normal summoned. You can target one level 1 light tuner monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into your deck. And okay. So don't let this thing go to the graveyard. That's how they special summon Blue Eyes. Gotcha. Well, we're gonna lose our Dried Winds. This is fine. We've got more than one in our deck, and there's the Blue Eyes. I was hoping we'd be able to get our Dried Winds and then just kill the Blue Eyes, but now we're gonna have to kinda try to survive as much as possible. I didn't realize that happened. If a face-up aroma monster you control is destroyed by battle, send it... Oh. Gain 1,000. Okay. Yeah, so the idea of this deck is get as much life as possible. Because you want to have more life points than your opponent for your stuff to work. There is like a trade-off where if you... Like, there are a few cards that have various effects that help you gain life if you're not at a higher life total than your opponent. But yeah. Yes, please just activate all the effects. Let me gain as much life as possible, because this is how we're gonna survive. Ouch! This is fine. Come on, just any card. Any card. Rosemary. You know what? This is fine. Because then we activate you. Hang on. Okay, we can activate Angelica. What was that one do? When your LP is higher than your opponent's, if you control an aroma. Okay, yeah. So this is how we special summon you. So now we've got a tuner. Okay, I'm going to activate this. Now, Rosemary activates when we gain life points. Target one face-up monster on the field, change its battle position. I'll make one of these blue eyes. And now we can special summon our synchro monster. Okay, and we have 3k attack. Is that a once per turn? Okay, that's a once per turn, but it doesn't say... I'm gonna see if I can get like 500 extra attack out. Yes, we can. Good. Now, let's battle. I'm gonna attack you. No, fuck you. Fuck you! You bitch. Well, we're gonna lose. That was a very bricky hand, though. So, like, it's kind of no wonder that we lost, but still doesn't feel great. Yeah, Air Mages does kind of brick a lot, because it requires a lot of cards that, it requires a lot of support cards, like spells and traps, and if you have those in your hand, but nothing else, you're kind of in a pickle, especially if the only other things you have in your hand are just the tuners. Excellent dueling. I don't care about your deck, my dude. I have a Blue Eyes deck. Well... I want to show this off one more time, but first let's pop back to Zexal, because... you've spawned in also. Let me hit that question mark. Okay. This is like the big event thingy. So sure, I'll use your deck. We're gonna do you at level 40. So yeah. This is the loner deck. Kind of. Is that the term for it? Basically, it's a deck associated with the event that you get to play with, but you don't get to keep any of the cards from it. But it's a pretty solid deck, like compulsory evacuation device, bounces any monster back to the hand, that's great. Fish step charge. Tribute one fish type monster to target one card on the field, destroy the target, and if you do, draw a card. What do we got you? If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card. Yep. I'm gonna set you. So there we go, we've set our entire hand. Yep, just keep letting you do your thing. Oh, ooh, I don't like that. There's nothing I can do. Okay, this is fine, you know? Yep, wait for you to make the attack. Now I will... Do I bounce it or kill it? I'm gonna bounce it because in the hopes I draw a level 4 monster, then I can do my Zix summon. Plus I've got extra protection, so like, yeah. Okay, when it's normal summoned, you can banish this card, special summon 1, level 4, yep. So let's do that. Yes, I would like to do that. So what are we gonna grab? No, we already have you. You can activate this effect, special summon. Yep, that's not gonna matter. You can target one water monster you control. Okay, that seems pretty solid. Nah, I'm just gonna grab this one, mostly in the fact that it's gonna be useless to draw later on, so I don't want to draw it. Now we can do our special summon. Which do we want? Once per turn, I can detach one Zix material from this card to special summon one rank 3 or lower water Zix monster from your extra deck. This card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. Or, okay, they have the same attack and defense. Or, when any player's monster declares an attack... Ooh, that's... yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. There we go. And let's hit you in the face. Setting a monster, huh? And about to end the turn? Nuh-uh, not on my watch. You're gonna die. Good draw too. Alright. Kill you. There you have it. Very easy. Good, good. Oh, we got an ultra rare. It's this card, which is, as far as I can tell, not good. It's a bad card. That's as far as I can tell, that is. I could be wrong. Okay. Now let's... Oh, would you look at that? You completed a mission. Okay, let's head back to this place so I can show off another proper Air Mage. I'm gonna show you how Air Mages is supposed to go when it doesn't break. Yep. So, this is a better hand. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, first summon Jasmine. Airmage Jasmine says, during your main phase, while your life points is higher than your opponent's, which it does when we have our skill that gives us 1,000 more, you can normal summon one plant type monster in addition to your normal summon, except Airmage Jasmine. And seeing as we currently do, I'm going to do that. However, before I do that, once per turn, if you gain life, draw a card. I'm going to do that first, because this life gain trigger is less interesting. If you gain life points, target cards in your opponent's graveyard up to the number of aroma monsters you control and banish them. Right now, he's got nothing in his graveyard, so what I'm going to do instead, I would like to draw a card. Alright, there's our draw. We got Blessed Winds. So we will set you, and now do our second normal summon for the turn, tributing Jasmine. And there's that. Now, what does this say? When your life points are higher than your monsters, than your opponents, you take no battle damage from attacks involving your plant type monsters. Sweet. Alright, end the turn. And I will activate Blessed Winds. Now, do I want to use any of the effects though? I'm gonna say no for now. I guess I could special summon Jasmine if I wanted to, but nah. I'll just pass. Back to my turn, draw, enemy controller. Interesting. Okay, I'll set that. I'm just gonna activate Aroma Garden and go beating. Yeah, right now we don't really have much to work with. We're just kind of gaining life, slowly beating down all the cards they've got. Pass back to my turn. That's another Blessed Winds. Yeah, this is honestly another very bricky hand, where it's more that we're just drawing a bunch of dead cards. Just activate you again. Now we get to banish something for once. And go to battle. Hit you in the face. Or hit your monster, I guess. Yeah, this is kind of the point in Arrow Mages where I'm just waiting to draw a card that I can use to win. This is interesting, though. Because with Airmage Jasmine, I can at least gain some life and draw a card. Dried Winds. Alright, that's the card that I want. So, let's go to battle. Attack you with the biggest thing first. And hit you with Jasmine. Going to battle, huh? Okay, I'm gonna activate Dried Winds. No, I don't want to use that effect. Let's just enemy controller. Screw your attack. Okay, now what? I could Blessed Winds right now, which would draw me a card. I think I'm gonna do that. I like drawing cards. We're gonna put Jasmine back in my deck and gain 500. That'll trigger the effects. Dried Winds destroys their card. And banish you. Yeah, like this is the ideal setup, right? Dried Winds, where if I gain life, I destroy any face-up monster my opponent controls. And then... And it also has this other effect where if there's a monster that you really, really, really need to deal with right now and you don't really have a way to gain life, or you've already used this effect one that's turn, then you can pay a bunch of life to kill it. Here it is, Kananga. When your life points are higher than your opponent's, face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. And once per turn, if you gain life, target a spell and a trap card your opponent controls, return it to their hand. So I'm going to play you. What the fuck are you? Cloning? I mean, sure. I will activate. And blow that clone up. Let's banish these cards. And swing for the win. There you have it. That is Air Mages doing its thing. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like, it is a control deck, so it's kind of slow, but it does what it's supposed to do. You know, you kind of use life, you gain life, you can spend life if you have things to spend it on. You can basically be in a powerful position against your opponent if you... Yeah, you can be in a powerful position against your opponent if you just have a bunch of cards that have bonus effects whenever you gain life, and whenever you have more life than your opponent, it just generates a ton of advantage and you kind of steamroll your opponent, even though your creatures, your monsters are relatively weak. But let me show off what the deck means and what it does. So we've got Kananga, which, as I've already, you didn't really get to see it in action, but my opponent's monsters lose 500 attack and defense. We've got Jasmine as kind of free extra summons for all my air mages, and she draws us cards. Arome's Therapy Angelica is one of our tuners, and she's got a few different effects. So during either player's turn, you can discard this card and target one Aroma monster in my graveyard, and I gain life points equal to its attack. So if I really need to gain life in a hurry and I don't have anything on board like Blessed Winds, or I don't want to use any of its effects, then I can use that. And also, while my life points are higher than my opponent's and I control an aroma monster, I can special summon it from the graveyard. So that is a thing. You didn't see this girl in action, but Bergamo is kinda awesome. She's like the big beat stick of the deck. Essentially, when my life points are higher than my opponent's, if a plant type monster I control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. And once per turn, if I gain life... Excuse me, I am sleepy. It's already 10 o'clock, I'm going to be going to bed here very soon, but once per turn, if you gain life, this card gains 1000 attack and defense until end of your opponent's turn. So this can become big. The biggest I've gotten this to be so far is 3,900. It could be over 400. It could be over 4,000 though, if I also have Aromaze Therapy. Aromaze Therapy? I don't know how to say this. Rosemary. If I have Rosemary out, then yeah, she'd be a big beat stick. You saw Marjoram in action. Yeah, so she has a way to special summon herself without having to tribute, so that's good. She gets rid of problematic cards from graveyards. And yeah, if you're kind of having to play on the defensive, you don't take battle damage from stuff. Or if you attack into your opponent's defense, like their set monster, then yeah, you don't take damage from that. Rosemary, her, when you gain life to her, is fine. It's more annoying than anything sometimes, because sometimes you can only target your own things, and you have to target your own things. So you have to be careful with that. What she's mostly good at, though, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, if a plant type monster you control attacks, your opponent cannot activate monster effects until the end of the damage step. Which isn't always relevant, but sometimes it can be if you need it to be. Really what she's mostly good at is she is a level 4 monster for one of our level 1 tuners, so that we can summon our level 5 synchro. So yeah, and then we've got one copy of Laurel. If my life points are higher than my opponent's, I can special summon her from my hand. So if we happen to have Rosemary and Laurel both in our starting hand, we right off the bat get to do our synchro summon. And if I gain life points, I can... Right. Because she is not a tuner. Technically speaking, she is not a tuner. But if I gain life, if I have a way to gain life in my opening hand, then she can make a non-tuner plant become a tuner. So, yeah. And if this card is sent to the graveyard in any way, shape, or form, so like through combat or being used as a synchro material, I can gain 500 life. As for the other stuff I've got, we have enemy controller just as kind of like a way to play defensively. If we have to, we can just steal our opponent's monster and go in for the win. Usually what I'm just doing is I'm saving myself an extra turn by making the monster they just summoned go defense position. we got full copies of Hello Tresden. We've got our 3 copies of Aroma Gardening, Continuous Spell. If you normal or special summon an Aroma monster, you can gain 1000 life. That's what happens most of the time. It does, however, have this other effect that occasionally comes up, if not always. When an opponent's monster declares an attack when your life points are lower than your opponent's, keep that in mind, when our life points are lower, you can special summon 1 Aroma monster from your deck. So any of these guys, like even Bergamo or Marjoram, we could just special summon them. You did see Aroma Garden in action. So once per turn you can activate it to gain 500 life points, and all monsters I control gain 500 attack and defense until the end of the turn. And if a face-up Aroma monster I control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, gain 1000 life. That last effect I didn't know this card even had until that last fight. Karma Cut isn't actually in the list that I was looking at when I was building this deck, but it needed some form of removal, and Karma Cut is removal. I think the card that card was asking for, it was a way to... It was basically... it was a spell, and you tribute a monster you control to... It was either destroy or banish a target card. So not a monster, it had to be any card. But this is kind of a stand-in for that one. Then we got Dried Winds. You did see that one in action. This is kind of our premium removal in the deck. Anytime we gain life, we can destroy a thing. And it's got this extra text that I rarely ever use, but it is there if we need it. And Blessed Winds has several things that we can do that are all very relevant, and keep in mind this is something you can do every turn, so like your turn and your opponent's turn. Number 1, you can send a plant type monster from your hand or face up field to the graveyard to gain 500 life. Number 2, you can target a plant type monster you have in your graveyard, shuffle it into your deck, and gain 500 life. Or number 3, pay 1000 life to special summon 1 Aroma monster from your graveyard. That combos really well with Aroma Gardening, so you're paying the life doesn't actually matter. And really, what this card is mostly useful for is triggering those gain life effects on your opponent's turn. Like, yeah, gain 1000 attack defense, if we want to bounce a spell or a trap, if we want to draw a card, if we need to set our opponent's monster into defense position so it can't attack us. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do with activating this on your opponent's turn. And then of course we've got our Synchro monster. So when our life points are higher than my opponent's, all plant type monsters I control gain 500 attack and defense. Once per turn, if we gain life points, target 1 face-up card your opponent controls. That face-up card has its effects negated until end of turn. Against normal random opponents, it's not a big deal, but I imagine against real decks, this is significant. Like, being able to just negate all of a certain card's effects for an entire turn is good. Anyway, that's the deck rundown. Now, before we end the stream, there's one thing I do want to do. I want to get 11 gems in a hurry so that we can open a pack. And you know how I can do that? Well, with the duel quizzes. The duel quizzes are frankly kind of easy a lot of the time. You just do the thing and then you get 15 gems. So here we have to synchro summon using a tuner synchro and yeah. So what we're gonna do is just do this. That'll give me 15 gems, and I can open another pack and have it not be human wins because I'm cursed. So, have to win in this turn. Here's what we do. Junk Synchron. And we grab you. And now we can special summon you. Yes, I want to make you a level 2. And then we can summon you. Once per turn, you can banish one synchro monster from your graveyard. This card is unaffected by card effects for the rest of the turn. Alright, let's do that then. Goodbye you. And go to attacks. You try to do that and you're dead. And there we go. 15 easy gems that'll push us over so that we can afford a pack and have that pack not be human wins. So here we go. Go to the shop. We want boxes. The box we are trying to open is... where is it? It's somewhere around here. Fortress of Gears. There it is. Alright, come on. Humid wins. Oh, we did it. We fucking did it. I am done pulling from this box. We got humid wins. Jesus, that took forever. But we finally did it. Alright. Throw that card into this deck. Yep, there we go. Save. Whew, okay, awesome. So now the next deck that I'm going to be working on is over here in 5Ds. Right here, you say, as Harpies. Harpies is the deck that I'm going to be working on next. I have a lot of the cards that I need for it, right? Like, I've got my Elegant Egotists. I've got Harpies Hunting Ground, Harpies Feather Rest, and all these spell cards, and a few trap cards to stand in for spells that I don't have. That are just very good stuff. We got our Harpy Ladies to increase all wind monsters' attack by 300. Harpy Queen is not actually really played, at least not on the list that I'm looking at. So she will be replaced. Harpy Harpist is also, I think, not in the list, which is a shame because she does have a... during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 4 wing beast type monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. That is a nice little effect, but sadly, yeah. Harpy Channeler is the one that we want more copies of. You can discard a Harpy card to special summon a Harpy from your deck in face-up defense position. And yeah, the rest doesn't really matter. And then we got our Harpy Oracles, which can be special summoned if we have our Cyber/Harpy Lady out. If not, it can still, when we normal or special summon it, at the end of the turn, add one spell or trap from the graveyard to the hand that lists Harpy Lady Sisters in its text. That basically only means Harpy's Hunting Grounds, Harpy's Feather Rest, or Elegant Egotist. That's all that refers to. So we got a bunch of level 4 Harpies, and with that, we can get out Cyber/Harpy Lady. She is the centerpiece of the whole deck, like a very powerful control monster that anytime a spell or trap is activated once per turn, I can bounce a monster. And that's very good. It's so good that basically any deck that plays synchros and can synchro a level 8 easy plays this card, even if it has nothing to do with Harpies. So yeah, the rest of these cards, my Zix cards here, they're just kind of here. They're not actually in the list, but it's good to have them if I need them, because I'm summoning a bunch of level 4s, so might as well have a bunch of rank 4s. So yeah, that's Harpies, and that's the one that I'm working on next. After Harpies, I'm kind of debating on what I should do after I finally get Harpies to where I want it to be. One thing that I'm thinking of, there's a new deck that requires a bunch of high rarity cards, so it might take a while for me to build, but super. I'm trying to remember what it's even called. That's not you. Here it is, Super Quants. This is one where during Ian's stream, they were like talking to me about like this Super Quant deck, and I'm interested in it because it's basically Power Rangers. Like, I kind of want to build this deck just for that sake alone. But I kind of also like the idea of these train cards. These are kind of funny. Like, they're big, they do big thing. So that's one thing I'm also considering. And then one other thing that I'm considering. Well, like, yeah. It's either, do I build a new deck from scratch that is probably going to require a lot of high rarity cards? Or do I just touch up some of my other decks? Like, for example, Noble Knights, like I mentioned, I know a lot of cards that would make this deck better. Number one, having extra copies of you. I would also not mind more copies of you. Like, there's a few things I could do to make this deck a little bit better. So yeah, I'll have a think about that. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna make Harpies better. Because Harpies is currently pretty good, and it could be even better than it is right now. But with all that said, it is now time to depart. It is now way too late for me. I need to be getting ready for bed very soon. My voice is tired. My brain is tired. Everything is tired. So, yeah. Next week. Not next week. This week. I'm considering doing a Haru and Chill on Friday. Like, it's counterintuitive to the entire point of Haru and Chill, which is they're unplanned. Like, streams that I do not plan. I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm in the mood for streaming. I guess I'll do a stream. So, planning ahead for a Haru and Chill is kind of against the entire mantra behind it. That said, I'm still thinking that might be the day that I want to do a Haru and Chill, is maybe Friday. We've got nothing planned on Saturday. There is no Friday nights this week. And then for what do you call it? Sunday is Skyrim. So, yeah, our usual Skyrim stuff. Look forward to that. With all that said, oh, one other little announcement. I'm working on a little mini project right now to... I don't really want to spoil what the project is. And it's also going to require a lot of work on my part and like sinking in, yeah, just a lot of time. So I'm not sure how the project is going to turn out, but we'll see. Either way, it's going to be on my YouTube. So not here. You want to go and sub to my YouTube if you want to keep an eye on that project. I'll also announce it on Twitter when it happens, but yeah. Speaking of YouTube, if you look at my links here in chat, you can find my card where all my links are. So, you know, you can find like the Twitter and the Twitch where you currently are. You can find YouTube where I upload all my, like, everything gets uploaded. And it also has a link to my Stream Elements page if you want to leave a tip. You could also leave a tip down below in the what do you call it? Panels. Down below in the panels is a tip link. So yeah, if you like my channel and you like my content and you can afford to do so, it would be appreciated. And yeah, there's also that little sub button right down there. If you want to have access to my emotes, you can do that. Anyway, with that said, I've found a raid target. We're going to raid Kabooks, who I have collabed with a few times in the past. And it seems that they're going by they, them now. So, be sure to send them some love. Right here in chat is the raid message, which you can copy and paste. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all whenever I see you. Bye bye.